these two games feel so similar, but polar opposites. So I wanted to tell her what it is. Alright guys, me again here, Spider-Man96 I know it's been too long since the last video. I have other things to do, so besides making videos on here, also I do make some videos on my other accounts. For example, my vlog channel and my gaming channel. So yeah, so let's talk about them. We'll talk about these two games. Crimson Desert is so similar as Skyrim, but polar opposites. So we'll be right back. So what does Crimson Desert and Skyrim have some same interests and polar different games, polar differences as well? So I want to say this right now. So what these two games have in common also is they really are a lackluster story, but good gameplay in the world, and living breathing world. That's basically similarities to one another. And why does that feel as well? So I will say this. So basically I've been playing a lot of Crimson Desert, the same fashion to Skyrim. So I want to say this right now. Skyrim is still by far one of my favorite games growing up, because Skyrim came out at 2011, 15 years ago. However, by the way, I want to say this. That Crimson Desert came out this year, 15 years apart. So I want to say, to the haters out there, I did make a video also about to the Crimson Desert haters on my gaming channel. You guys can check that out also. The link is down below. So pretty much. So I want to say this right now that Crimson Desert is still by far one of the best games I've ever played this year. And I gotta say that much. And why does Crimson Desert feel so similar to Skyrim, but they both polar opposites of one another? So the gameplay aspects of Skyrim still by far one still good but it does have fair share of flaws here and there. I say it goes for Crimson Desert. I love the combat in Crimson Desert. And in Skyrim, the combat feels like you're fighting in a dream. And the world of Skyrim have its own thing. Also, a living, breathing world, and you can interact with NPCs, and I interact with every object. And same goes for Crimson Desert too. But what is that? I'm gonna tell you guys, cause the developers who actually made Crimson Desert really Skyrim, Assassin's Creed, the Honor, and also the Crimson has inspiration from other games. I never said that much. But it's so funny also why a lot of people fail to realize that what other games did the whole stamina thing also. And because a lot of people would say this also, Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom. And yeah, it does have that as well, but we're forgetting that fact that the one game that actually did it good also way before Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom is Shadow of the Colossus. Nobody's talking about that. And don't get me wrong, I do like Shadow of the Colossus. Hold on, guys. Sorry about that. So therefore, by the way, no one actually talking about Shadow of the Colossus at all. It makes me think also that Shadow of the Colossus did it first, way before Breath of the Wild, way before the Tears of the Kingdom, way before Crimson Desert and Skyrim. And I'm not saying Shadow of the Colossus is similar to Skyrim and Crimson Desert. No, I'm not saying that. But they do have inspiration. I think Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have hold on guys. Sorry about that guys. So therefore, by the way, hold on. Sorry about that, guys. I tried to make this video for you guys, but my cat is something else. Alright, so back I was saying before, also like Santa Clauses did it, you know, for us way before the Breath of the Wild was a thing. So, because I can make this argument, or you guys can make this argument, but Santa Claus is a really old game also. Yeah, it is a real old game, it is. But I'm saying it's this as well. Santa Claus did the whole stamina thing way before, you know, the whole night. It's like, I think it's funny. Sorry about that, guys. My cat's just like kind of a little bit annoying right now. This could be the last time also. Sorry about this, guys. So, Ava is really like testing me right now. My patience. So, yeah. Let's get back into it. So, technically also Santa Claus did it first, way before, you know, Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, way before many other games. And Crimson had to take inspiration from Santa Claus, and also Breath of the Wild, you know, because, you know, the Frozen Islands and all that, so, yeah. So, and also the puzzle also, like, it does have inspiration from those games, which is the Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So, I haven't really, like I said, also, I never originally played Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, because I never had a Nintendo Switch myself, and I've seen many gameplays also as well. But I want to say this right now, that Crimson Desert and Skyrim and most of the games also does have some similarities to Crimson Desert, but they are polar opposites, you know, different narratives, the whole night, and like, they feel like kind of a little bit similar as well. And the way I see my way of Crimson Desert is doing also is still by far one of my favorite games to this day. Crimson Desert is still by far the fan favorite game. Yeah, also there are other people who really like Crimson Desert, who hated Crimson Desert, and I see you guys. I see you guys. But similar fashion also, you guys, what? I can't speak in English, I'm sorry, guys. Why does, like, people want to have, like, you know, a Witcher 3 experience narratively in the Crimson Desert? I think it's because, like, they wanted to feel like the Witcher 3. They wanted to feel like the Witcher 3 experience, but, or the sudden way, they failed to realize the fact that, like, and why does, like, these people think that way? Because they see Crimson Desert like The Witcher 3, but not really, though. Like, I haven't really played Witcher 3 all that much, and it does have a similar feel to it. It does, but I think all in reality of them all, like, they just brought into the hype. Also, that, like, I really don't really buy into the hype at all into Crimson Desert. Like I remember, like, last year also, when I look at the video game store, which is PlayStation Store, and I was going through my own thing also, when I saw Crimson Desert as a wishlist option, I was like, huh, Crimson Desert. They kind of, I thought the name kind of similar, like, it's the same developers from BDO, which is Black Desert Online. I was like, oh, interesting. You see, like, I see the description and action adventure single player game. I was like, oh, an MMO studio making a single player game. Huh. Interesting. I did play Black Desert Online before. Like, I actually liked it, though. I like it also. And you know, the character creator, the whole the world, and I think it's funny also when people say, like, oh, like, because Crimson Desert is going to be a prologue of, actually, no, a prequel to BDO, and I don't think that's not the case at all, because like, BDO is its own different world, a whole different universe. And I'm pretty sure Crimson Neza's not in that same universe. Cause it's definitely a whole lot of feel to it, different, the whole nine. And yeah, Christmas is supposed to be the next MMO, but they actually did the MMO into like an action adventure single player game. So how could you might say there's also so it's BD offline. So it's like basically Black Delta offline, and technically it is, but realistically no. So yeah, it is being treated as an MMO because they frequent updates every weekend, the whole nine, and like besides some weekends also they like miss the decide take like a weekend or a week off from the updating the game, the whole nine, and like try to come up with bigger updates for the game of Crimson Neza. Excuse my bra. And so. The way I see Crimson Neza also, I keep saying that, that's why I keep repeating myself. I know I'm a yapper. So technically what I'm getting at is this, by my way, that Crimson Neza and Skyrim do feel similarities to one another because these two have a lot in common. My way, it's not just because like the medieval fantasy like. The whole nine, like it felt like a medieval fantasy life simulator, pretty much. So I do want to say this also, like Skyrim is a 15-year-old game at this point right now, and like yeah, you can have mods in the game also, like make it feel like like a modded playthrough, the whole night. I thought modded playthroughs in my own time with Skyrim. I still love Skyrim, so it's still by far one of my favorite games to this day. So, yeah. And therefore, my way, and what I love about, Crimson Neza, like, it's definitely a sense of wonder, a sense of discovery, just like Skyrim. And not just that, also, it's definitely the serenity of these two games. They're so similar. Like if just walking through also the plains of right one, it makes you feel like you're part of the world. And it's similar to like Hunad and Crimson Neza. You're just walking through the region and you feel like, wow, that makes me feel like I'm in Skyrim again. That's crazy. Like the soundtracks of Skyrim and Crimson Neza also, my way, Jamie's soul music cannot be replicated to any other video games besides Crimson Neza. Jamie's soul did really well with Skyrim, and also with Crimson Neza. I appreciate they had their own, like a music composer, and it does sound similarities from different games also. For example, there's Skyrim, God of War, and Assassin's Creed all in one. And it kind of feels that kind of way. You go to like different regions, also there are different soundtracks as well. I think it's really cool, my way. For example, White One also has own different soundtracks. Also, say goes Riften, the region of Riften, my way, and also Winterhold, Solitude, Markov, Valkyrie. Oh, Dust. I thought I saw something really weird, so I do it good. So, and Crimson Neza also, they are different like ambiance into different regions like Payloon, Gothok, which is Delicia, Denemis, the desert region, which is the Crimson Neza region. So yeah, what I love about Crimson Neza also, you can absolutely do whatever you want into the game. Also, take us for Skyrim 2 is a freedom to do anything you want to do. You can absolutely ignore the main quest in Skyrim, go on your merry way, and like you're like the whole now, like you can become the leader of the Dark Brotherhood, you become the leader of the Thieves Guild, and You can create your own builds also, and you get like, your own enchantments also to your own gears. Say what that feels so similar. Why Crimson Nether feels so different? Wait, no. Hold on. Why does Skyrim and Crimson Desert feel so similar? Because they both came from the same formula. And Crimson Desert nailed the Skyrim experience for me as a medieval GTA kind of game, you know? You can commit crime also in Skyrim, also in Crimson Desert also. And I think it's funny also. I think so is. So yeah, this like has only, you know, like let's say different flaws and different drawbacks and the whole nine. For example, Skyrim main story also is not all there my way. Yeah, it is justified because of the ending, because of Alduin also is the bringer of time also, and he wants to destroy the world. He wants to eat the world, or just like the whole nine, create a new war cycle. But the last Dragonborn said the other is nah, fam, you're out of here. And it is just for Skyrim and also for Crimson Desert also. The story could have gone a lot more better, but it does make sense. You actually beat the story of Crimson Desert also. You go to like I forgot what the place is called, the Exisium, and yeah, the Exisium. And however, by the way, and like you go there also, you learn basically like everything also. Like you start reading books also what Lucian had made, and it kind of makes a lot more sense why Cliff the way he is. And I love Cliff as a protagonist. Like I love him also. Like I like because people always say, oh, he's just too bland, just too boring also. Like I think it's more like he's more like stoic in a way that like he doesn't really like seem to his emotion. And same like us with men today also, they don't really seem to tune their emotion and to the behind closed doors. They feel like the whole nine. The way I see Cliff as a protagonist also, he did die, but came back as a ghost. But he did get resurrected as well by formidable magical forces into these two worlds. The Abyss world, which is the islands of Lord Islands in the sky. You don't really see them in the material world at all. You had to get up there. Also, it's basically by Abyss Gates or one of the spirals also, which is the big towers you get to see also in the regions as well. And also, I do say there are technical issues with Skyrim and Crimson Desert as well. So there are full by the way that like Skyrim draw resistance could be a lot more better, and the whole nine, and yeah like you don't really see the whole stick about it, and Crimson Desert draw resistance is really freaking good. Sorry about that, guys. I'm feeling like something in my nose. I'm sorry. So technically what I'm trying to say also that like Crimson Desert and Skyrim, they feel so similar but a lot different. And like I say, so the three thing also my way what makes these two games feel so similar my way is definitely the world. Well, technically they're both different worlds also, the whole nine. The world build up, a living breathing world. Gameplay is a core focus. Gameplay and exploration are the core focus on these two games, and they do have like an average storytelling my way. Like let's say 7 out of 10 story, or 5 out of 10, or 6 out of 10, or 5 out of 10 story for Skyrim and Crimson. And that's the reason why these two games because these two games feel so similar with one another, and but they both a lot different. Like this game came out 15 years ago, then this game came out recent timing within 5 or 6 months ago. So therefore, by the way, so what is more superior to the modern today, also the games today? Definitely Skyrim. Skyrim is not the AAA experiences from the Western studio as well, but back then Skyrim was that as well. It is not a AAA experience back then also, but it has been fallen short by the other narrative and the core exploration and the world of Skyrim that makes it up. Same goes for Crimson Desert at this time right now, and this time of ever right now. If Crimson Desert came out the same, era as Skyrim, also they both felt a lot different also, but it does have some more backstory. I can't speak. I'm sorry. So, and like I said, also the Crimson Desert and Skyrim still feels so goddamn similar, but they both had their own different story and different universe. And in Skyrim, it's just fun because you are the Dragonborn. You have to do every little thing you have to do. Also, before the world it brings up destruction because of Alduin. And in Crimson Desert, also that however the final boss, which is the Mildred, and I did technically also I did watch many lore stories in Crimson Desert. I kind of disappointed myself a little bit also because I love Crimson Desert, man. I love the game, man. And you face against Mildred, the avatar of Umbra, my way, become Umbra himself, and however my way, and Umbra is a core focus of the final boss fight also. I think it's really cool, and having a dragon also as Black Star is really cool. By the way, you can ride a freaking dragon. Same goes for Skyrim, so you can ride a freaking dragon. I think it's only meant for a story. Mainly, I haven't really explored as much riding a dragon into Skyrim. I know just mods also you can actually ride a dragon. So yeah. So therefore, by the way, these two games feel so much similar but polar opposites. The ambience on these two games are really good. And the soundtrack of these two games are really good, and I think it's just because why of these heaters felt the way they do. Also because similar reasons, because DC Skyrim is still by far one of the best games in DC as a elevate the attribute formula, and also they say Crimson is not like Skyrim at all, because they're right, it's not like Skyrim or The Witcher 3. However, by the way, Crimson Desert, it did its own thing, by the way. It's a lot more different also that the whole idea looking at a Witcher 3 experience with the narrative, and you're not getting that for Crimson Desert. You're not getting that into Crimson Desert. You're not getting that. And I'm okay with it. I'm okay having an average story, an average narrative, also but the core focus is the gameplay exploration, just like Skyrim. And Skyrim is still a fan favorite game, still is to this day. I love Skyrim, I really do. Skyrim is still by far one of part of my life, and yeah, I have played as much right now because I've been playing a lot of Crimson Desert. So yes, that kind of makes me want to go back playing Skyrim again. So yeah, so I have to say that much. And yeah, I think it's funny also when people talk about these type of games. Also that they're all other haters out there who does not like Skyrim as much, and they do like I said also not every game is perfect also, and this game came close to perfection with the narrative being you know, bleh, kind of like that. And I had to say that much. And it isn't a solid 8 out of 10, but everything the whole also for the game is 8 out of 10. Also, you can actually have a pet cat into the game itself. You can have like a bunch of pets you want to. You can get a wyvern from the Lord of the Rings. You can get a dragon also. It does have like a 15-minute cooldown also, and it's kind of like, that's crazy. But yeah, you like the minutes it cooldown, like as well. You go to explore other regions also. You know, create a Noah's Horn also. You meet because you must have materials requirement for those what you want. Say it goes for big artifacts. So yeah. So basically, all I'm trying to say this, guys, also, like, Skyrim is still by far one of my favorite games growing up as a teenager. Came out at the perfect time. Also, you just went, like, man, what's what do, like, kind of divorce my way around that time. And now this game came out at the perfect time for me because, I was about to, like, not to quit gaming entirely, it's to, like, drop basically gaming altogether and still play my physical games still. And, Crimson Desert maybe as well. Yeah, I make a big prediction on what Crimson Desert lifespan is gonna be. I believe it's gonna be within like 5 or 7 years until the next game comes out. Yeah. Like, I don't know. Let's just say it's gonna happen though, because let's just say it's gonna happen though, because I heard this game is getting a DLC this year. I cannot wait to get the DLC for this game, and I still have to beat the story still. And you guys are looking at me like, you have not beaten the story yet? I'm on like chapter, I believe I'm on like chapter 11 or 12. When I still doing some other things still, and right now I'm doing the whole second playthrough on my second account, on my PSN account. I got like 3 PSN accounts into my PS5 also, like, and I'm playing this game on my other account also the whole night. So I basically know the story. I basically know what to do also with the puzzle the whole night. Yeah, still exploring new things into Crimson Desert in my second playthrough. I think I have more fun in my second playthrough than my first initial playthrough. And I still love, and I will go back to my first playthrough, you know, I play a little bit of it, so the whole nine. So, yeah, pretty much. So, altogether, also, I had to end this video right now, and, you know, this video is getting a little too long also, and, like I said, guys, also, this Crimson Desert is still by far one of the dopest game of this year, where I recommended, people playing this game. Yes, I highly recommend it. If you're looking at the Witcher 3 experience, you're not getting that. You're not getting into Crimson Desert. So yes, so yeah. So basically, if you're looking for like a exploration writing, like exploration gameplay, also, I highly recommend the Crimson Desert. You just wanna just like turn off your brain to explore, just walk around the meadow. Also, this game is for you. It literally is. And if you're looking for like if you're looking for like I said, also the whole six. So yeah. So you're not getting no Witcher 3 experience in the game, and you want to have a Skyrim experience in the game, yes, my way, you better see that into Crimson Desert. And like, okay, there's no character creator in Crimson Desert. I would love to have a character creator into Crimson Desert, because that'd be really cool if Polar Bears integrated character creator into Crimson Desert. That'd be really freaking dope. That'd be really cool as well. Like, I don't think it's gonna be that the case. Also, that'd be really cool if they actually like did that as well. That'd be really freaking cool. And they integrate that character creator into the game itself, and that'd be really dope. That'd be really cool. And have a your own customized your own like your own character. Just walking through Pyro, the hand the whole thing. Did I say Pyro or Paywell? I don't know. So this video is going to fall too long enough, and I should probably like end the video here. And yeah, and like I said, guys, also Kryptonite and Skyrim are so similar but polar opposites. I gotta say that much. So thank you guys for watching today's video, and yeah, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. It's been me, Spider-Man 6, and I'm out of here.